from our sacred space to yours.
Welcome back to Conscious Conversations.
Today we are talking about me, do you love me? Yes, we did it, folks.
Yes, we went there.
We went there. And you know what? We're allowed to because this is our channel.
And we do what we want.
Well, we thought that would maybe resonate with you guys since, you know, that was like the hippest song of the summer. So I liked it. I don't know.
It was good. I don't know if it's still relevant, but it's relevant to our topic.
Today, we want to talk about something pretty big. Self-love, confidence, and really feeling secure about who you are. And what does that even look like? What does that even mean to you?
So we actually wanted to take this topic a step further today and really set an example by not dolling ourselves up today.
Oh, yes.
So we are in our truest naturalist form and we love it. It's all good.
That's what it is. I know the hair looks a little dolled up. I'm sorry.
You have an event
I
later.
have an event today, so just don't look there.
It's okay. It's okay.
The whole point is that sometimes we're told when you look good, you're gonna feel good. You know, if you dress up, you're gonna feel better. Something that hit like hard for me, and not in a good way, was like a work experience that I had, and I was really down. And the advice that I got was just put on some lipstick and high heels.
Oh.
That was like soul crushing for me.
Yeah.
Nowhere, no matter how many ads you watch, no matter how many infomercials you're listening to, no way is that an acceptable way to really speak to your soul, heal your soul, and live authentically you by covering up, who you really are.
Yeah.
That was really hard for me to swallow. So because, it's obviously something we have gone through, struggled with, was really faced up against in our lives, in our childhood, sometimes still today. We figured that we want to really give you guys something to take with you so you can feel empowered to be in your skin
and love it.
And love it, no matter what it looks like, what people are saying about you. And it's really deeper than the external. We decided not to wear makeup today just to kind of drive the point home, but it's gonna go deeper. I hope it hits the heart for you. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
So this topic resonated with me because when I think back on high school, obviously I was, trying to keep with the times and had my hair a certain way and my makeup every single day. I don't think I went to school without makeup once. And then, weight was a huge issue for me, and I did some choices that weren't very positive for myself or for my health. And unfortunately, I had some consequences to suffer for that. But, it was sadly through that difficult time that I had an awakening as well, which always seems to be the case, really. And it was about really loving who I was as a person. Never mind what I look like on the outside. Never mind, comparing myself to someone else. I had my own skills and abilities and talents and beauty that was unique to me. And I think that's something that's so important for teenagers to really reflect on, is like take a moment to look at yourself in the mirror and see past the surface. Like, who are you as a person? Who are you as a human being walking this earth? So that's why this resonated a lot with me, because it took me a long time to feel comfortable in the skin that I'm in, both, without makeup and my weight, my everything. And now I just love myself completely.
That's amazing. That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. I know sometimes it's difficult for us to really get raw and go deep, but we believe that in sharing, there's so much power, and
absolutely,
that's why we're here. The thing we have to remember is there are external forces, constructs, let's say companies and designers and all of these things that kind of impose their ideas on what people should look like, what we should be like, what jobs we should have. You know, it really goes far beyond your high school years, unfortunately. And if you aren't able to go within and navigate internally what's right for you, what are your morals, what are your beliefs, who are you? If you don't take the time to reflect on that, you'll always be searching for the next brand, the next pair of shoes. That was a huge thing in school for me because we wore uniforms. Everything was about, you know, the accessories. So shoes were so big, people would fight over shoes. Like if I stepped on someone's shoe, I'm like, it's a shoe.
You can't mess with the
What's
kicks.
going on?
Oh, man.
So we're placing so much importance on what's out there. We're taking a shoe that's made, you know, in a factory and we're saying, you know, I am everything because of this shoe. We have to really look at that.
Yeah.
What do you really want to say about yourself? What are you trying to really put out there? Because, you know, the shoes are going to come and go. How many times, and I've done this, you know, I bought a pair of shoes. I'm like, oh, I'm going to wear these like the whole 4 years. I promise, Mom. And she's going to laugh at this one. I promise, you know, I won't need another pair of shoes. And then new shoes come out the next week or next, you know, month. It's a constant flow because that's just the way the design, fashion, you know, beauty world works, unfortunately. But being, you know, strong in who you are on the inside, and what that looks like is saying, you know, I don't need that to be a good person, or I don't need that to feel cool or to be liked or beautiful.
Feel beautiful.
They're just things. So the first thing we want to move you guys away from is associating yourself with things. You are not these things. You are not the shoe, not the jacket, not the makeup, not the purse, not the cool backpack, whatever it is. You know, I think that's such a, it sounds maybe like it might not make sense to you guys right now, but really look at that. How much importance you put on these things that are just sitting, you know, on your skin or on the outside of you. So we need to really, for us to go back to, you know, me, do you love me? And really ask that question. We have to say, without the shoes, without the jacket, without the hair and makeup, oh, I'm lovable. I'm worthy. I'm beautiful. I'm strong. I'm smart. You know, and say these things to yourself.
Absolutely.
Do it. Go out there and be you, because you are not those things that you put on. And unfortunately,
I agree. I totally agree with that. I also feel like this day and age with social media, like I admire this generation right now who's able to like handle this, because I can't imagine the pressures that you must feel with all these, you know, social media models and like these travelers and these bloggers and everything. It's like they're regular people like you and I, and you're constantly comparing yourself, wishing you did that, or wishing you could look like that. You know, everyone's starting to look the same right now, this Kylie Jenner look. And she's gorgeous, beautiful. Everyone's gorgeous in their own way. But like, it's one thing to be inspired by someone, but it's another thing to like want to be just like them. So find yourself within, you know, this inspiration. Like if you want to look a certain way, by all means, look whatever way you want to. I still wear makeup. I still do my hair. There's no judgment in that. But it's just knowing who you really are and loving that person despite all of that stuff. So like with everything that's happening in social media, and it's always in your face, remember that everyone is their own person. You have your own qualities that are absolutely unique and beautiful and needed in the world. Like we need you. The world needs you, needs your light. So acknowledge that, you know, like that you're so beautiful on the inside and the outside, and that you don't need to compare yourself to what's on social media and these ads and everything. You know, you really don't need to do that, because there's something unique about you that we all need.
Exactly. That's a big one. That's a hard one to really swallow. So I appreciate you bringing that up, because I know you're scrolling or you're looking through things, and that's the thing, we've shifted, you know, our attention to what's going on out there. Like everything seems to be whatever is happening outside of me is better. Whether it's the clothes that you wear or the things that you're watching or looking at, you know, we're just bombarding our lives with these things that are not really, I guess, that don't have meaning to us. You know, it's no significant meaning, but we're adding so much meaning by saying, I need to be like this or look like this. And it's not to take a crack at any Instagram models or any Kylie Jenners out there. You know what I mean? It's like they are in their own light and it's perfect. Yeah. And they're doing what they're doing perfectly, beautifully, and there's no judgment around that. But when we start to say, this is the only way to be, to live, to look, then we're kind of losing our sense of self. And how can we regain that? Like, how do we come back from I need to be like that to I'm okay with what's in here?
I think everything that we talk about always goes back to first reflecting. You have to be able to acknowledge these thoughts. You have to be able to catch yourself. Oh, I'm comparing myself, or oh, I just got jealous there for a moment. You know, be true to yourself. Be honest.
And it happens.
And it happens. It happens to everyone. So I think it all stems with and starts with self-awareness and self-reflection. That's where it all begins.
I love that. That's great. Okay. So some ways maybe you can do that if you're not familiar or you don't even know where to start. You had a good tip about writing down 3 things. I think that's so perfect. Like you
just like we write our gratitudes, our daily gratitudes. If you're thinking about yourself in any way and you want to reflect, just write 3 things about yourself that you love. And we don't mean just externally. It's good, yes, but also internally. You as a person, what do you love about yourself?
That's a good way to start. You can wake up in the morning and either write something on your mirror, like if you have one of those erasable markers, or with a lipstick, because it's cute. Just like what we call an affirmation, and it's something that is repeated over and over again to reaffirm your beliefs of yourself. So it could be, I love myself, I'm beautiful, I'm smart, you know, I'm gonna have an amazing day. Whatever it is, it might sound cheesy and it's like, well, okay, yeah, you know, but when you practice it and you believe it, what more do you need? You don't need those shoes anymore. You know, you can have them, but they won't have that importance or hold over, you know, your beliefs about yourself, because you already know that you're perfect, you're beautiful, you're whole, and you're complete. And really, there's nothing else to it.
I agree. So definitely making a list of things that you love about yourself and reflecting and trying to put some daily practices in there too, with your mirror, self-talk. I think that it would be another part of self-reflection would be how would you talk to your younger self? So if I were to say, you know, think of the self-talk that you have. Okay, so I would never say to my little self, like, little Jenny, you need to lose some weight.
Aww.
No, I would never say that. Poor little Jenny. No, you're so perfect. You know, or like, Jenny, you need to like do your eyebrows. I would never say that. I'd be like, oh my God, little Jenny, you're so funny and you're so cute and I love that you read so much. You're such a smart little girl. So think of your little self. How would you talk to your little self? You know? So reflect on that as well.
That's beautiful. Anything else you want to add?
I don't know. I feel like I can go on and on about this topic, but you know, we tried to condense it.
Yeah,
you know,
we get the attention span is a little. We get it.
We get it.
No,
but you know, if you want to talk about like, you know, some issues you might be having surrounding your self-image and how you look at yourself, you know, you reach out to us. We'd love to like walk you through it. We've gone through many experiences with this, so we can totally relate. Feel free to message us on Instagram, Conscious Conversation 7, or email us, consciousconversation7@gmail.com. We'll post it below. And we'll also post some tips in our description below for this topic.
Yeah, so the whole purpose of this conversation was just to tell you that you're perfect and you're beautiful and you're so loved. And
period.
Period. That's just
it is. We're telling you. We know what we're talking about.
We know. Take it from us.
Yeah.
But try it yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
And we hope that you walk with your head high, that, you know, your light is really, you know, appreciated and just shining on this world. It's perfect. It's unique. And we appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
And yeah, we hope your life is beautiful and your every day is just beautiful for you.
And you see that. We love you.
From our sacred space to yours.
Sending you with so much love and light always. Namaste.
I know you gon' lose it. This new smooth shit. Come on, baby boo, you got to get into it.